watched the fight again, and I just thought this was hilarious. When I went over there and I seen Terrence Crawford congratulate Eroll Spence, or pay his respects to Eroll Spence, man, he walked over there and Derrick James mean mugged the living heck out of Terrence Crawford. I mean, look at that expression on his face. If you just don't see a sea of evil just flourishing behind those eyes, just a boatload full of envy, hate, and vileness in him. I mean, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. This says it all right here. But at the same time, how satisfying. All that stuff you talk. But you know what? To your credit, Derrick James, you did tell Eroll Spence that he needs to step around Terrence Crawford and he needs to put in some lateral movement. You told him that the whole fight, and he did not listen to you. Not one time. You said the same thing round after round after round after round. I'll give you that. But I'm going to tell you why he didn't listen to you. Because you don't train him for that. Eroll Spence is a hammer. All he knows is to press and go forward. In all actuality, Eroll Spence is a black Mexican fighter. Truthfully, that's what he is. He's just a hammer. He just presses forward. He don't know nothing about no lateral movement. Because if he knew anything about lateral movement, you guys would know that y'all need to work on them lazy legs and them flat feet a long time ago. Terrence Crawford beat this boy with a jab, defense, and lateral movement. You see Crawford use that whole ring. He used but Eroll Spence just stayed right in front of him. Just keep trying to press. Just keep trying to press. And, you know, there's an expression, too tough for your own good. In this situation, Eroll Spence was too tough for his own good. He really was. Eroll Spence wasn't going to give up until he was all the way knocked out. I see that now. You know, and you got to give him that. He stepped towards that ass whooping. You got to give him credit for that. He stepped towards all them beatings. He stepped towards it. You know, I'll give him that. But Derrick James, you don't train him for that. I mean, you could just look at Eroll Spence on the bag. Look at him just pounding away, pounding, not staying on his toes. Most people, you know, when you hit a bag, you want to treat it like an opponent. Nobody's just going to stand right there for you. So it's about simulation. You know, most people, when they throw something at the bag, they get a bag a couple looks. You know what I'm saying? Slip, roll, this, and that. Back working the bag, lateral movement, you know what I'm saying? Dancing around, you know what I'm saying? Throw a few flick jabs, you know, get a bag, some looks, some stuff like that, you know. You never just got supposed to used to just firing off or something like that. At least that's, you know, what I was brought up off of. Now, when you see Crawford work the bag, look how he works himself away around that bag. Okay? Look how he worked them angles. Okay? Punches off the fly, you know? All that stuff. Matter of fact, ain't that the move he was working on that knocked out Eroll Spence the first time? Yeah, I think that was. But just look what he doing. It's a difference, man. You can't do what you ain't trained for. Get that bag a couple times, you give it some looks. You know what I'm saying? You just don't stand there. Ain't nobody gonna stand there for you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine some stuff coming back that he just hammering on that thing. Just hammering away. Bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. And this thing about Eroll Spence, he got a hell of an engine. He got a hell of an engine. You know what I'm saying? He is a straight up tank, for real. But all that force, all that power with no intelligence, a beating. And that's what y'all saying. And once again, when I made this graphic right here, people say I went too far. I made it because this is exactly how I seen it. And this is exactly how I felt you guys were going to feel after the fight, like he did something criminal. And pretty much how people are reacting, that's pretty much the truth. y'all feel like he done something criminal up in there. Egg weights, I mean, who knows where y'all went with it. You know what I'm saying? Terrence, leave it up to these aerosexuals. Terrence Crawford may have got a vial of a symbiote from outer space and is hooked up with some secret venom juice that he took before the fight. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. I mean, you know how it is. But you didn't teach him that fight going backwards or had no lateral movement and nothing like that. You know, and that's why he got the same hoes, and that's why somebody like Terrence Crawford is always going to be a problem. He can't beat him with the way that he goes about fighting. He can put up a better fight or have a chance of beating him with that style, but he has to add to his game. He can't change that. He's going to have to add. And the funny thing is, when he got hit, Derrick James gonna talk about, yeah, man, you ain't got no balance. Like, I've been saying this all before the fight that this dude ain't got no balance. That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand what the hell goes on in boxing sometimes. You know, there's skill set and there's mechanics. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on them both. You know what I'm saying? Then you add in the mental, all the other stuff. But y'all got to work on these things, man. Coordination is key. This ain't nothing new with Eroll Spence, coordination and stuff like that. His legs betray him in the ring. That ain't no secret. So that's why he ain't know how to step around Terrence Crawford. When have you seen him do it? When have you seen him execute it? When does he practice that? Does he do that in training? You see him doing that on the bag? You see him doing that, period? At any time do you see this dude hopping around on his toes or anything like that? No, he's flat-footed as all can be. And like I said, a flat-footed fighter is always going to have a problem with a fighter that's bouncing on their toes. Point blank and period. Because they bouncing on their toes, that mean their hands is fast. And that mean them combinations is coming and you slow. Anyways, this is my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe, mom.